Hey, good morning. So I've been getting a good amount of questions in. Let me introduce myself if we don't know each other. You're watching this recording. I'm Coach Mary Starr-Carter. I'm a trained chiropractor who many years ago started working with women's health. 25 years ago, my goodness. And have been blessed to help thousands of women in their health journey. And most recently, in 2021, I found myself 50 pounds overweight, depressed, anxious, all the things, going through perimenopause, and I was able to release over 50 pounds. Isn't that amazing? And I did it without GLP-1s, but I get a lot of questions because I run a weight loss group, and I coach a lot of people on weight loss, and I get a lot of questions about if I'm on a GLP-1, do I need, what you offer, or how can this help me, or I'm thinking about it, but I really don't want to do it, or I can't afford it. My insurance, I don't have insurance, all of the things. Okay, so first off, we want to remember what the GLP-1 is doing. In a nutshell, it's making our body feel very full, very satiated, okay? So that's a very important thing that I learned in my weight loss journey on how to do that. We're making kids their special weekly French toast this week. Last week, I think it was sourdough. What did we use last week? This week it is Ezekiel bread raisin toast. So this is fun. Okay, so it's making yourself really full. So I have a family member who's on GLP-1. I've had many clients on it. And you will lose weight because you feel full, you're not hungry. So this family member, a lot of times he would eat later in the evening. Like that was his time, like, oh, I'm so hungry. And he's down 20 pounds, right? In like a month. So that's awesome. Now, before we talk, I'm not going to really talk about, what are the side effects and stuff like that. But the biggest thing we worry about is when we lose weight rapidly, whether you're on a GLP-1 or not, is body composition and losing muscle. After the age of 50, oh boy, we have challenges with losing muscle. And what they're finding is muscle is basically the organ of longevity, meaning that the more muscle you have, in your later years, the less likely you're going to die of what they call all-cause mortality, meaning of all things. Okay, so muscle equals longevity. So one of the big things we worry about when someone's on a GLP-1, that they're losing, and it is proven, they're losing both muscle and fat. Okay, so losing both muscle and fat. Okay, but back to what the GLP does. It causes our body to feel satiated and full. All right, so it causes our body to feel satiated and full. So many people will get on it and they will lose the weight. But what's on the other side of that, right? So one of my friends is on right now, and her husband has a condition where he has a muscle wasting disease. So something like a GLP-1 is not the best thing for him because he can't afford to lose any more muscle, right? He can't afford to lose any more muscle. So how can we do that same thing of what a GLP-1 does and help him lose weight, okay? Well, we have a program, and it's kind of tiered up. So depending on where you're at and what your level of commitment is, we have a program that has been proven over how many years now? We're in our second year, but we've lost over 2,000 pounds. And that's just in my group, and there's plenty other groups of people doing the same thing. So we have to tell the body that we're full, right? So that's the number one thing. So we have a program that helps that. But we also have a foundational supplement that has minerals and amino acids, which is like the protein. And it is proven to help with weight management. Not only that, helps you sleep better. Sleep and weight are very, very associated together. It helps lower inflammation levels. Like all of these things have been proven, clinically proven, with this, what we call our foundational supplement. Like that's where I start people. If they don't want to change their diet, they don't want to do anything else, this is where we start. Plus it helps your immune system and all of those things too. Okay, so our clients who work with us who are on GLP-1, that's the number one thing we have, because we need them to get amino acids and all of those things as well. Oh, speaking of which, I need to make I just had my workout, so I need to get my special drink, which is going to help me recover and help my muscles as well. Okay, so next, another thing, and I'll just give you this tip, is protein. If you have adequate amount of protein in your diet throughout the day, it is a natural GLP-1. It automatically tells your body you're full, you feel very satiated, all that. So protein, fiber as well. So these two things, if you choose not to get on this medicine, if you were very consistent with those things in your diet, and then I'll give you one. Third one is water, right? Water and being hydrated, because a lot of times we actually eat because we're actually thirsty, right? So all those little mechanisms in our brain and stuff, but water's so important because without enough water, your body actually can't get rid of the fat, right? It can't process and get it out of the body. Very, very important. That's all chemistry related. Also, water's important for digesting protein. So see this combination that I'm talking to you about? So we have a program that has helped, and I am only aware of maybe a couple of people who are on GLP-1s, but they had lost the weight prior to coming to our program. It's called Rev Up. We have a couple programs, I'll tell you about it. But our Rev Up teaches you the foods to eat, the portion size to eat, how much water you need to get, and it is a support group for you to get movement in daily. If you're not getting movement in daily, especially if you're on a GLP-1, your body ain't going to look so good when you lose all that weight, and you need to have muscle. You need to be moving. Movement is key. So we have this program, it's called Rev Up. It is what we would call like our third tier, right? Our third tier. We have coaches in there. We help you with your mindset. It takes about 3 months. It is a commitment, but it includes that foundational nutrition I talked to you about. Foundational nutrition. Okay, so let me talk to you about the tiers of what we have. So whether you're thinking about GLP-1 or you're on a GLP-1, still all of these things can help you. First step is our foundational nutritional supplement. Getting that in your budget is key, is absolutely key. And you will see, again, all of those changes in your sleep, in your inflammation and pain, in your weight management. So super, super helpful tool. So that's that. Then we have a program called Reset. And that's a neat program. It doesn't have all the coaching and all the pieces that we do in Rev Up, but it's a great program and it gets you on that foundational nutrition. So it's like, okay, so we super saturate. So step 1, tier 1, just get the nutritional foundation, okay? Step 2, for 2 weeks, we super saturate your body with that nutrition. We start talking to you about the foods you eat and movement and getting 30 minutes movement and drinking water, so you start to get this kind of poured over you and start to get in the groove. But then there's some of you like me, like I needed full out accountability. I needed support. I needed all of these things. And that's what the Rev Up program does. And we host that every month. So we host this tier 2 level Reset. anytime you can get our foundational nutrition. I'll put a link if you want to order some. And we have our reset that happens every month. That's for 2 weeks where we're super saturating. And then you can jump all in with our Rev Up program. That's weight loss, mindset coaching. Like, we have amazing coaches in there. We've proven over 2,000 pounds with amazing women and men in there. And it just has you accountable. There's lots of prizes in there. It's super fun. So we do that actually for 10 days, but we teach you what foods you should eat, how the portions. So our Rev Up program is very good too if you have a lot of inflammation, maybe a chronic disease, maybe you have a lot of allergies, you know, all of those things too, because it is a complete anti-inflammatory program for 10 days. Okay. And then we teach you how to come out of it. So you might go like from Rev Up, okay, now I'm going to do reset, like kind of going back and forth, and you can just decide on that. So that is what we have for you if you're on a GLP-1. If you want more coaching, right? If you like, I want to talk to you about it and stuff like that, I do offer some coaching available or some conversations that we can have about this. But these are the steps. I'll put a link a little bit later today after I finish my kids' breakfast. I'll put a link so that you can either start with our foundational nutrition, or, you know, you want to take the next step, and we have this great package for you. And I might even have some discount codes. I'll look for that. All right. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you later.